Alright, so I just finished up gluing the head together, or the top piece. And luckily I had these little clamp thingies to keep it the right shape, because it kept wanting to pull apart, which was bad. And these are typically used with woodwork. Luckily my dad does a lot of woodwork. So if you find any of these, anything like this, they come in handy. Alright, so you see all that massive amount of glue. Oh, let me turn that. See that massive amount of glue? Yeah, it's ugly as hell. Thank God for spray paint. That'll come in handy. And over here, I did another little string thing all the way through so it would stay together better. Yeah, handy. I also cut out the ears so my ears won't be pushed together and hurting. And no, if you have an industrial piercing, take it out. Because if you catch it, it hurts like hell. This is what it looks like so far. Bum-ba-dum, da-da. Not really good. Not really sure how much you just saw. But I'm about ready to start doing the designs and cutting out some pieces using some clay. Yay, I love clay. No, ignore what I said earlier. Do not use oven-baked clay. It doesn't work right. It's hard to shape it, then bake it. Use air-dry clay and then glue it on. Okay? Okay, so this is what I'm doing right now. Alright, here's the clay. It's all rolled out into a snake for the little design right here. There's that little dot that's in the middle of her forehead. Right there. And I'm gluing as I go and slowly laying it on. And as you see, it kind of melts the clay when you put it on. Don't worry about that. It will be covered up by the almighty spray paint. But I gotta let that's gonna sit overnight while it sits there. Yeah. Okay. Okay, here's the helmet so far. Notice how I use different colored clay. Again, spray paint is awesome. And notice how the snakes do not have their designs in them yet. But that is because this clay is still very malleable, meaning it still can be played with. So that also means it can be squished and ruined. So remember that. And all I'm going to do, oh crap, all I'm going to do is go in and put the detail in next. Then I'm going to show you how to put the detail in here, and down here, and so on and so forth, and blah blah blah. Okay, I'll be back in a little while. Okay, so this snake now has its design in it. And all I did for the design was take a mechanical pencil, go into the face, and make the eyes. Ta-da, eyes. Can't really see that, can you? Well, it has eyes. And then I took this little tag, not even sure what it's from, but thick piece of paper, very thin piece of cardboard, and just kind of did one of these things down the entire body. Pretty simple, huh? Okay, so I did the indentions here. And over here I did not. Not yet, because I want to show you guys how I did it. So what I did was I took this tool and shaped it, kind of cut the holes. And then I took my glue gun and went into the grooves that I made to melt the foam and make it deeper. And that was the result. Ta-da! Okay, so now I'm drawing and cutting out little designs from the craft foam that I showed you earlier. Haha, you thought I wasn't going to use it. But yes, I am. That I'm going to then glue on here. I mean, I'm not going 100% off my references. I know, shame, shame. But hey, it's going to look cool. So that's how I'm doing that. Okay, so for the most part, I'm done with my detail. This is all I did. And no, do not add something unless you're completely committed to it, because super glue does not come off of this foam. Like this piece right here, I'm stuck with it. Because if I pull it off, I ruin this foam and it just looks like complete poo. So be committed to what you're gluing on. So here's all my detail. Next I'm going to go in and with the glue gun actually smooth this out by melting the foam so it doesn't have all these rigid edges. See those rigid edges? Yes, they are icky looking. Spray paint time! Yay! Okay, so I'm about to start spray painting. I kind of laid something down so I don't dye my grass. But one thing I did was I put tape in here because I have this fear of wearing it and all the spray paint coming off on my head. So I'm kind of protecting it because I'm not going to shoot right in here and spray paint it. So let the spray paint commence. Alright people, we are just about done with Minna. Minna. Alright, all painted up and everything. And then I have one ear attached. So this is what the ears look like. They're about 8 inches long, 5 inches wide on one end when they taper out. And how I'm going to attach them, or attach that one, is of course with glue. Now you remember those holes I cut earlier. For the ears right there, we're gluing them in. And what I'm going to attempt to do is make it so they're kind of facing forward instead of facing down. So kind of turning it like that. Alright? Then we'll do the designs on the ears, a little bit of shading on this, and then we're done. Minna helmet is now completed. Here are the details on her ears, which I basically just use like that fabric paint stuff. It's kind of gooey, has texture to it. Then I painted little bits and pieces on this. Yes, I know it's not 100% accurate, but hey, it's still pretty epic. So, let's go to the mirror. There we go. Maybe. Minna is completed.